Y'all, so I got a question. When do you speak to your kids about death? This comes up because last night, and sorry if I get emotional because this bothered me. I'm putting my daughter to bed, and every night, I always pray with her, and I lay with her for a while so she can fall asleep, and then I go get in my bed. And so I'm talking to her, and we have random conversations. And I was like, Clark, because she has this. Let me backtrack. She has this friend at school. She calls her bestie, which is the cutest thing ever. And she loves this little girl. They try to tell each other what to wear the next day, and you need to wear leggings or you need to wear sweats, and so they go back and forth with that. And so, but every now and then, being kids, they might say, "Oh, well, you're not my best friend anymore. You're not my best friend," and they go back and forth or whatever. Really, it's just her. It's not my daughter. And so random conversation. I was thinking about that randomly, and I was like, Clark, because I always let her know that Daddy's your best friend. Daddy's always got your back. I'm always gonna be there for you. And I was like, Clark, anytime somebody says that they're not your best friend anymore, you let them know that it doesn't matter. My daddy's my best friend, and he's always going to be my best friend. And she was like, but Dad, you're getting old. I'm like, I know, but I'm still your best friend. I'll always be your best friend, Clark. Remember that? And she's like, yeah, but you're gonna pass away. And I was like, no. I was like, where did you? And y'all, let me tell you something. I didn't know what to say because at 5 years old, a child to know a reality like that. So I'm like, Clark, what have you been watching? Because she has her iPad and she watches different stuff. I think sometimes it's probably too old and they talk about a bunch of random stuff. But I'm like, Clark, no. I said, Daddy's gonna be here for a long time. You don't have to worry about that. All you gotta do is be a kid and have fun. I said, but I'm always gonna be there with you. Uh, and it hurt me because reality is, I mean, I am getting older, but for her to have a grasp on that so early, I didn't know what to say. And with all that, she was crying, but not like a boo-hoo, real loud cry. It was like a silent wiping her eyes, like this is going to be her reality. And it crushed me because I didn't know what to say. Yeah, I don't know what y'all do at what age you deal with it, but it's almost like the girl's been here before. It was weird. It was hurtful. I literally went in the bathroom and cried because I couldn't process what she just said, and she was serious. With children at 5, you try to be careful, even how you respond, because you don't want to lie to them, for lack of better words, but you want to tell them the truth without them having fear of this or worrying about it. And then I thought back, I'm thinking, kind of remember saying that to my father, I think when I was younger. Now that I'm thinking about it, me having that fear, probably not as early as her though. Um, so I just really don't know what to think about it. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to address that, how to speak to her and let her know that, yeah, we're all going to go one day, but right now, enjoy being a kid. That's not nothing for you to worry about right now. And when I tell you it crushed me because I didn't know what to say. I still feel like it needs to be addressed. It needs to be talked about, but I don't know how. I don't know what to say. I don't know if y'all have had these conversations with your children, and if so, what age. But this was something that I couldn't take in. While impressed that she understands already that we are not forever, but you don't want your child to face that reality so early. Right now, you want them to enjoy their innocence and just being a kid and understanding that you know, it's just right now, just have fun. You don't have all the responsibilities. All you have to do is be this 5-year-old child that's innocent, that doesn't completely understand everything right now. And later on, when it's time, uh, you might be able, I can explain it to her better. I mean, she's been to funerals, and she's just looked up at the casket, and she really didn't say anything. She normally, we'll have her headphones on her, with her iPad or something, so she doesn't have to pay too much attention. But she doesn't. I don't think she understood what was going on. But now I even question that: did she understand what was going on? But it was just like, it left me in a place of confusion. I didn't know what to say to her, y'all. I was lost, I was stuck, and I was hurt that that I guess now I'm wondering, how long has she been thinking about this, or how long she's been thinking like this. And when I asked her, I'm like, what did you see? She was like, Clark, she was like, Dad, I didn't see anything. I just know. I'm like, what, are y'all talking about it at school? And she was like, no. And I feel like, in the back of my mind, I feel like she's had to have seen something where she's trying to process that. And when I tell you, she was sad, like she couldn't stop thinking about it last night. And in my head, I'm like, all right, you know something I don't know? But yeah, it was a scary feeling. And I got to figure out how to work through this with her. I don't want to sweep it under the rug, though, because this is something that's clearly bothering her. But I don't want to press the issue right now. Maybe I'll wait and see if she ever brings it back up. But I don't know if you guys have dealt with this, and if so, how you dealt with it. How did you address it? Should I just leave it alone and wait for it to come back up? But this crushed me, that my daughter is facing this mortality realization, and understanding that we're not forever, that one day we're going to perish, and this is what life is. And it was very mature. She wasn't whining about it. It was like a somber, like, I understand that you're not always going to be here. And all I could do is tell her, Daddy will always be with you. And in my head, when I said that, I'm thinking, whether here or in the afterlife, Daddy's going to be with you. So, I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all deal with something like that. And if you dealt with something like that, how do you talk to your child? How do you explain to them that it's okay? Yeah, it's a part of life, but maybe, you have to explain to them later on that we get to go be with the Lord. And you'll join me later, But right now, I don't know what to do. Like I said, leave in the comments what y'all do, how y'all would address the situation. And if your kids have brought it up, did you just ignore it? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, like this video for me and subscribe. Man, thanks for watching. Love y'all.